So Ike says, at what point will you consider tax effect? Tax effect is considered after gross profits. After gross profits. That is why they used to say profit after tax, profit before tax. Okay. So yeah, so a lot of the big brands, what they do is that if their tax is, for example, 100 million, they will now go and increase their asset. They will go and use that money to buy more assets to reduce their tax, so that their tax will be reduced and it will be inside assets. This is a high level training that I'm just sharing with you now. Their tax will reduce, but it will be embedded in assets. So when you go and check their assets will increase. So I think I was still telling you, I was studying GTCO bank statement. And if you go and check, the reason their assets always go higher is because that is when they can hide their taxable income. That's when some of those money that they should declare as profit, they will go and hide it in assets in the business. And that's why I used to consider a lot of business owners that they say they don't have any assets. What they only have is their business assets. No, you've not started business, because by the time they will come for you, may it not be late for you. Temitope, I'm looking for that kind of business. So our business is 30% profit and I am tired. So Temitope, you need to go and work on your costs. You see that? You need to go and work on your costs. You need to go and work on your costs so that your costs can reduce, or you increase your price. Increase your price. And sometimes you might even have to rework your entire model. You might have to rework your entire business model to be able to get a good profit. And sometimes too, you might also be selling to wrong people that cannot pay more. The same kaftan that some people are sewing for 15,000, 20,000 is the same kaftan some people are sewing for 150,000. So you see the difference. So you have to be able to sit down and build something that is for a unique set of people that can pay you more. That's why one of my mentors will always say, Mayowa, serve the wealthy and take care of the poor. Some of you are trying to sell to the poor and you want to become wealthy. Oh, if you are learning, type in I hear. Serve the wealthy. Then the money you are making from there, come and use it. Come and use it to take care of the poor. But you are trying to sell to the poor something that you should sell for 30,000. You are ashamed because you think that it is expensive. You cannot sell it for more than 5,000. Sell it 30,000. Let the people that can afford it pay for it. Then part of the profit, you go and open NGO and you'll be feeding the poor. That's how it runs. I just reveal another it's very hot there. You know. Yeah, that's how it is. So, and I can tell you a lot of a lot of real business people that run this process. A lot of real business people that run this model. I'm running this model myself. I serve the wealthy people and I take care of the poor. Okay. Last year we had money that we used to take care. This year there's budget for it. So you take care of the poor. But you want to start, two poor people cannot help themselves. So go and work on your costing and have good margin, not greedy. Not don't be greedy. Not that you will not. When greed comes in is when you are not selling the right product. You are you are not putting in the right quality. you are not value driven. All of those things I think that can affect. But if you really, really want to make profit, the real profit that we are talking about, then you must work on your costs. My one of my protege came to the office. By the time we're done, it took him another 2 weeks. He crashed the entire business. He called me back, said, "Sir, I have crashed the business." I said, "I told you that day. It's just I don't want to use all my mouth to tell you to crash it. But I knew if you don't crash it, because you have spent 60 million on helping the poor people, and your business that is giving you that same money is now struggling. Well, you must, and that's why I tell people it's more expensive to not have a coach. He said, how I wish I met you before I started. I said, thank God though that you've not gone far. Thank God you've not gone far. So let's get to Joan. Joan says, I just started my firm and we are into online and physical tutoring, consultancy services for primary schools, training teachers, giving guidance to parents who wants to help their children. Currently, we are building credibility, learning how to sell. I have the knowledge and the skill with more than 10 years experience in teaching. It's challenging as a startup to know how to penetrate the market. Are you ready? Joan, unmute your mic. Let's dissect this for you. Let me unmute. Let me allow you. Can you hear me, Joan?
Yes, I can hear you, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good
Yes, I'm
evening.
very yeah.
Good, 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 good. You have a fantastic model. You have a fantastic model. But what I think you need to do, number one, when you are a startup, you focus on awareness. What are the things that you are solving so that you can use to attract the people that can pay you? So, for example, you could launch a campaign and you say, get the best out of your child in 10 days with your experience. You create a document and you use that document to teach parents. So your goal is teach 1,000 parents, 1% of 1,000 will buy from you. So your goal is teach 10,000 parents, 1% of 10,000 will buy from you immediately. But if you are just trying to go to the market and you
Yes, sir.
say, come and buy, come and pay, come and this, they've not trusted you. They don't know you. They don't know your capacity. That is why Jesus will never do altar call without preaching. So preaching is the marketing, altar call is the offer. Are you seeing that? So, but
Yes, sir.
you want to give altar call so that you can collect money, but you have not even shared what you have. So you have to share, you have to teach, you have to share with them. So those documents in that 10 days training or 2 days training, they will learn and they will say, no, the only person that can attend to me now is Joan. So book a session with Joan. Then you now book a section. Then you now analyze, diagnose, then you now tell them to be able to handle this your child, this is the amount of money you should be paid. So you must ask yourself, what is that go-to market strategy that I can use to attract people? It's called the ant sugar theory. What is all these people looking for? Can I create something that they are looking for and they will look for me and come to me? Once you create that, I guarantee you that people will be able to pay. Now, the people that some of them that are not that will not pay you immediately is because they don't have money. So maybe they wait for salary to come in before they can pay you. But some people have enough money to pay you immediately. But if everything you just want is that you just want to run advert, you want people to pay for your this thing, they will not pay because they don't even know your capacity. They don't know what you want. So you are just trying to do altar call. Give your life to Christ. Give your life to Christ. They say, what is Christ? What is this? What are you even selling? I don't even know. But when you tell them, come and hear, this is me, Joan, with over 10 years experience. I have helped over 200. So you have to go and check your numbers. And that's where I said you have to write your stories. Remember, I said you have to create your story. How many children have you trained in the past 10 years? So my name is Joan. I'm a training coach or something, or children coach or something, or parenting coach, and I help children to be better. In the past 10 years, I've helped over 500 children to be able to move from A to B, and I'll be willing to help you get the same thing that I have helped. Book a section and get started today. So your message will attract them, then they will book a section. Then they will now what? They will now pay. But during that session, they would have understood what you are about to give to them, because they know they are hungry, and every parent wants. So, but if you just want to go through quickly trying to sell, quickly trying to make money, there might be traffic. So go back to your drawing sheet, Joanne, and ask yourself, what is the current challenge that I can solve and I can help these parents to solve? When you launch that campaign, help them solve it, and they will help you pay your bills. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Grateful.
You, you're
I'll put that
welcome.
into work.
Put that to work and join the next section and share how it goes for us.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome, superstar. Well done, well done, well done. They are looking for you. So make yourself available. They are looking for you.